Well, hi there. How are you guys today? Hope you're doing well. I'm very excited. I get to do a short interview today with a very good friend of mine. I've known this gentleman now for probably 14 years at least. And, highest integrity, just an all around great guy. And so, Mark, this is Mark Shelton. Mark, why don't you take a minute or two and kind of tell people who you are and what your background is?
Okay, absolutely. Hi, Gary. I appreciate the introduction. Hello, everyone. Excited to be here, and thank you for putting this on. My background is financial planning. I was with 20 years with a large, uh, big name company, and got tired of the politics. It was more about them than the customer. So I stepped aside, got on my own. My company is Abundant Living Financial Group. Name specifically, I'd like to know what your abundant goals are, help you reach those financially, and been doing this for a long time. So,
Fantastic. Um, you know, Mark has a specialty in particular that has always intrigued me. Um, that where he helps people kind of do a debt reduction program, and it's fascinating. You'll want to touch back with Mark at some point in time and get some more information on that. Um, Part of why we're doing these interviews, Mark, is I think there's a lot of people sitting at home right now with all that's going on in the world, and a lot of people are looking around trying to decide if they should do something from home, if they can figure out a way to generate revenue. And I know that along with your financial service business, that you have what I like to call a side hustle. It's something that has a residual income factor to it, and such. What could you tell somebody that's watching today that's kind of thinking about doing something from home, or already is and is just needs to decide if they really want to run with it? What would you tell that person based on everything that's going on in the world right now?
I would say a home-based business, a good one, a solid product, solid compensation plan, etc. That's been in business for a little while. Um, Take a really good look at that. I just had a friend of mine yesterday. He's been in car sales, one of the top car salespeople, and they laid him off. Now, that's happening all over the country. It'll happen probably as long as we live. It's going to be something down the road. So a second stream of income is fantastic. Tax benefits of a small business are fantastic. Think about Jeff Bezos, who started Amazon, many years ago. He started in his garage. He started with a vision, and he had a vision, you know, that he followed, and he's the richest man in the world now. So I'm not saying that's going to happen to us, but that's a good track to follow. Create your own plan for your future, financially independent, tax benefits for all the above reasons, Gary. So I think it'd be a great place for people to start.
Fantastic. If you hear that train in the background here, we live in Petticoat Junction, Indiana, I swear. And
Well, trains are running. That's good.
for the youngers, and that was a TV show from back in the 70s. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I can't agree with you more, Mark. To me, it's all about control.
Mhm.
And yes, if you got laid off, there's unemployment for you for the time being, and hopefully there's a job there when you go back. For those that didn't have that opportunity, even 1099 subcontractors, the government's putting some things in place to help. But I'm a big fan of having control of your life, and so that you don't have to be as worried about these type of things. And
Right.
so what I love about, you know, home-based businesses and things that you run, especially if they're tied into what's going on. And I think that's really important for the company you're going to chat about a little bit here, Life Vantage, and how important the products are for what people are dealing with right now, health wise.
Mhm.
Again, not saying it's curing anything, but giving your body the tools to do what it needs to do and the science to prove that it is huge.
Mhm.
So why don't you share a little bit about, what you see in LifeVantage and why it was a company that you felt it was worth your time to invest in?
Mhm. Personally, I've always been interested in health. My mom was a registered nurse. My daughter's a registered nurse. And I think we need to take responsibility more than ever for our own personal health and future. I plan on living a long time, and it's not the fact that I just want to be alive, as I want to be mobile. I want to be active. I don't want someone taking care of me, unless I have to. LifeVantage, it's it has it all. Publicly traded, full disclosure, open book. 10 years in business now, so it's proven. It's gone through the ups and downs of a startup globally. So here's the thought, Gary. Let's say you went out to the mailbox today and you got a check for $20, and you think, well, $20 is $20, but it was $20 from something you did 3 years ago.
Exactly.
Would you kind of be excited for that? That's what's called leveraged or passive income, residual income. We all need it. We don't. Most of us don't know about it. We think, well, there's 168 hours a week. In a week, we can only work so much. So having a global team. Well, let me take that same thought. Let's say you went to sleep tonight, Gary. Tomorrow morning, and you woke up and there was $20 in your checking account. It makes it a little bit easier to get up in the morning. A little more excited. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about leveraged team effort that you earn a percentage, much like a real estate broker. So if I'm an office owner, one of my agents sells a house, I get a small percentage of that. If I have 100 agents, that's a pretty good plan. LifeVantage offers that. Economically, I look at risk and reward. Two things I look at: supply and demand, risk and reward. So a little bit of risk to get involved with a home-based business that has a huge upside reward. We have that to offer. Supply and demand. People realize now their health is probably, well, it is their most important asset they have, right? You can have all the money in the world, but if you're in a hospital bed right now, the money doesn't mean anything. So I think if you look at the trends, which I look at, what's the next trend? What did Jeff Bezos see as the next trend? Selling books. Now he's global, selling everything. So does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think in particular, so one of the great things that LifeVantage has done in April is because they know people are challenged out there but are also looking, is they've waived the startup fee to join the company right now. So you have the month of April to come on board with Mark and to get started and build your business, and you can bring people on the same way. Try out the products, get involved, get your toe in the water without too big of a commitment, so you can find out what we have to offer here. Because to me, it's everything Mark just said. Plus, look how we're reaching out to you. There's some training involved in this that we can help you with. We could be doing an interview like this with you in a few days and help you launch your business and help you start to introduce it to the world. And, this isn't the old model where you have to go chase your friends and family. The internet, there's 2, 3, 4 billion people on the internet every day. And so I promise you, there's somebody out there looking right now for a home-based business. And LifeVantage is in 17 countries. And so there are endless opportunity. And so as we kind of wrap up here, I'm going to put Mark's links and videos links down below to get more information. You're going to see this will be on our YouTube page, so you'll be able to ask questions there, and I'll circle back so Mark and I can answer those questions. But anything you want to last thing you'd like to share with people, Mark, before we sign off?
Yeah, I just say I really have a gift of optimism, and we can all feel bad, we can feel down, we can feel fear. We all experience it. But if we step back a minute and say, look, there's a point today, if I keep doing the same thing I do for the rest of my life, Is my plan going to get me where I want, whether it's income, time with my family, health? And if it is, fantastic, congratulations, you're definitely the minority. If it's not, you want to take a real serious look at a home-based business. In addition to what you're doing, again, time is such, it's our biggest asset we have. And most of us don't have a lot of time. This can help you maximize income with a little bit of time, a little bit of effort over a period of time. It can be a huge advantage to your life. So
Fantastic. Well, Mark, I appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you for tuning in and checking this out. Again, the links will be down below here so you can get some more information. You want to do it here in April. You want to do it sooner than later, because I'm telling you, the way this business works is first in, first grow. And so appreciate you all, and be safe out there. And Mark, you too.
thank you.
And we will be connecting with you here in this big world of internet here soon. But we look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.